Hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I am Susan, your hostess. We are getting ready to ferment some garlic in raw honey, and I will explain this to you at the end of the video, what the purposes are for this. It's very simple, and I think you're going to love this recipe. I've had 3 heads of garlic soaking for about a day. That loosens the skin up, makes it a whole lot easier to peel and separate, and that was a trick I learned years ago in a restaurant. I am going to cut off the root end, and that skin should just start sliding off of this. There we go. So I'm just going to take this skin off and get these garlic cloves peeled, and then we're going to get them into our jar. Now I would suggest using a quart size jar, a wide mouth jar for this, because you are going to remove these cloves of garlic from the jar once it is fermented. Alright, I've got most of it peeled, and I'm just going to show you. You take that end that's got the root on it, cut down it, and you can peel that garlic clove so much easier. Occasionally you'll find a bad spot on it, you just cut that off. So I'm finishing up. I've got 3 cloves of garlic here. You want about a cup of garlic, and you're going to use equal parts garlic to your raw honey. You want raw, unfiltered honey and organic raw garlic for this. And so I'm almost finished with this, and we're going to get this put together in just a moment. Now my honey comes from the Amish community. I know it's raw and unfiltered, so I buy it there. And honey has so many great benefits, health benefits for you. So if you can, get you some raw honey. Now I'm hearing that some of the stores are selling artificial honey as honey, so you need to pay attention to what you're buying and make sure that you're getting it from a reputable beekeeper that can give you the real thing. I've got 2 more pieces over here, it looks like. It takes a few minutes to get through all of these. So again, I'm just taking my knife and I'm scoring across that bottom, and then I'm just pulling that skin back. And it should peel off fairly easy since it's been soaking for so long. One more piece. And all my scrap is going to go into the freezer bag for the vegetable broth. Unless it's got a bad spot on it, and then the bad spot gets pulled away, it'll get thrown away. So there we go, folks. I've got it all peeled, and it's going to go into my jar. So I've got approximately 1 cup of raw garlic in my jar. And this is the honey I get from the Amish community. It's really good. This is 2 cups of honey. Basically, you want enough honey in there to cover your garlic. Got that in there. I'm just going to take my knife and give it a good stir. And attach my lid. And I'm going to set this on my counter, preferably in a dark spot. And every day I'm going to burp this for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks I can strain off all that garlic that's in there, and we'll be left with the garlic honey. I'm going to give a bit of a disclaimer here. This is not medical advice. Seek medical attention if you are going to try something like this. And this is medicinal, natural medicinal herbal remedies, home remedies that our grandparents used and has been going on for generations and generations. So I wanted to get that disclaimer out of the way, and also to let you know that I'm doing this for my health, my benefit, because I have so many autoimmune issues, including a blood clotting disorder, where my blood will clot too much and it could cause a heart attack, stroke, and even death. So I do things like this to kind of help my body. This is my first time making the garlic honey, and I am really researching before I try anything. And I will be discussing all of this with my doctor. So what are the benefits of raw garlic and honey? I am reading, y'all. I've got notes because I'll forget so easy. Both garlic and honey are high in antioxidant compounds. These healthy chemicals help to balance your immune system and prevent illness. They may also protect the brain from common diseases like dementia and Alzheimer's, which at one point was not common. Garlic helps to lower the risk of heart disease and stroke. It lowers high blood pressure, lowers high cholesterol, may prevent blood clotting by thinning the blood. It also helps to prevent hardened or stiff blood vessels. You know, hardening of the arteries. You remember hearing that years and years ago. The sulfur molecules in garlic may also protect the heart muscles from damage and make blood vessels more elastic. This helps to prevent heart disease, blood clots, and stroke. Let me turn the page and go on. Honey and garlic fermented also contains antimicrobial, antibacterial properties and can fight off infection, and if it's taken on an empty stomach, it acts as a powerful antibiotic. Honey fermented garlic can be stored up to 1 month according to the article that I read here, but I'm going to tell you some more information in a moment. Up to 1 month at room temperature. It can be used as a marinade. You can use it as a marinade for your meats and all kinds of things, but you would use fresh garlic and fresh raw honey for that. You wouldn't use a fermented. Talk to your doctor before consuming garlic and honey, as some people have had side effects or reactions to it. So I'm letting you know that on the front end, that there are some side effects out there or reactions to the fermented raw honey and raw garlic. Also, if you're on blood thinners, because it does act as a blood thinner, you want to discuss this with your doctor prior to taking. It's like if you're taking aspirin or warfarin or Plavix, you want to discuss this with your doctor. And did you know that warfarin is a rat poison? Yes, it is. Ask your doctor. Also, do not give honey to infants. You don't want to give them to children under a certain age, so you don't want to do that. Garlic and honey have been used as in traditional medicine for many, many benefits. If the garlic and honey is stored in a dark, cool room, it can last up to 12 months or even longer. And I'm going to post some links in the description box below for more information on the garlic and honey. So this is going to ferment, and you can already see a difference in the honey. And after I burp this, I'm going to burp it. And then I'm going to put my lid back on there, and then I'm going to flip it upside down just to get that honey and garlic good and mixed, and then flip it back. And that's going to sit on a dark counter for 2 weeks. I'm going to be doing this every day. And then most articles that I read, I didn't read a lot of them, but the ones that I did read said take a half teaspoon a day. I may not take this every day because I do have a blood clotting disorder, and I'm already taking serapeptase. Serapeptase is another natural remedy for blood clotting disorders, and it's got so many other benefits to it as well. And I'm having really good results with that. So I may only do this on the days that I don't take the serapeptase. I take the serapeptase Monday through Friday, and I'm only taking 1 tablet a day. Where this, I will take a half a teaspoon a day once I get it fermented. So it will probably be, on the days that I don't take, and I'm leaking over here, on the days that I don't take the serapeptase. Let me go clean up. Well, I didn't expect that to happen, but I did get it cleaned up, and I got the lid on there straight. I didn't have it on there quite right. My hair is a mess today, y'all. It's just pulled back. My grandmother, I still got some on my pants. My grandmother tried to teach me some of the medicinal knowledge that she knew as a child, and she lived to be in her early 90s. She lived a good long life, so almost a century old, but I was not really interested in everything that she could have taught me, and of course I wish I had listened to her now. So if you've got a grandparent that knows information about different medical things that they did when they were younger, question them and get those recipes out of them. It's a wealth of information that we're losing in this generation that's coming up. So I'm putting this out there so others can learn from me, and maybe they will have a little more knowledge than I did growing up. There are all kinds of things out on the internet that will give you recipes for different things. Do your own research to make sure what you're getting is actually what they're promoting, because there's a lot of falsehoods out there as well. So y'all, 2 things here. Go as organic as you possibly can and use local raw honey in your preparations that you're making to keep yourself and your family well. I told you about my medical condition and things that I'm doing to take care of my health, but I also had a mother with Alzheimer's. So I want to protect my brain, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to become as healthy as I possibly can. With that said, y'all, I really appreciate you watching and being a part of this channel. If you haven't already, friend this channel, hit those thumbs ups, leave a meaningful comment. Make sure you hit that bell so that you get all our content. There's a little bit of everything on this channel that has to do with homesteading and health and well-being, raising farm animals, canning, and so much more. May you be fully blessed, my friend.